Hi, I'm Dave, and we're at a restaurant here, and restaurants nationwide are having their hoods and flues cleaned manually. Well, as you can see, as we scan up here, you can see the grease in the hood is just caked on. This grease, if it were to catch on fire, would act like diesel fuel. Not a good situation. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to take you through the process of a manual hood cleaning, and we're going to show you the steps that are involved. So come on, let's take a look and let's watch what they do.
Last week we were doing an Ansel system. We pulled it apart and the CO2 cartridge wasn't even hooked up in the system.
As you can see, this fire suppression system is now dismantled. The guys that are doing the job here don't have much choice, because their fear is that when they're doing their hood cleaning, that they'll set the system off and they'll have a mess here and it'll be a big expense. So as you can see, this system is sitting here right now and it is dismantled, and as far as we know, it's illegal. You can see we're up on the roof here. The door is propped wide open. The gentleman is over here spraying the flues with his degreaser. And you know what concerns us, of course, as we see this, is you can see if you look down past me here, this is actually a hotel. There's hotel rooms right down the hall here. Pretty amazing. This door is propped open, and we'll show you the thermometer a little bit later on, but it's a good probably 10 below zero right now. And we got this door wide open, and I can just feel the heat just rushing out of this building. Not a good thing. The guy's going to be coating the flues with a degreaser. He's got to do that because there's so much grease in these flues. He's got to coat it with the degreaser prior to him using the power washer and getting the grease out of these flues. So we're going to show you, he's now putting the degreaser on these fans. You can see him, he's coating down inside the flues. He's got to do that to each individual one. And then he'll get the power washer up here and try to get the grease out here. But we got a big problem up here, as you can see, and we're going to show you some shots, and you'll get to see for yourself. Right, as you can see, he's now coating the fan, and he's going to be coating the flue here with, I would imagine, a pretty powerful degreaser. Correct, Chad? Yep. He's got to coat these prior to coming up here with the power washer. Boy, as you can see, the grease is just unbelievable. And so he's going to come up here with the power washer after these soak and try to get the grease out of these things. Wow, can you see the grease there that Chad's soaking here? It's really unbelievable. What a fire hazard this is. It's unbelievable. And this is going on all over the country right now tonight. Hundreds and hundreds of restaurants are having their hoods cleaned just like this. It's amazing. The guys that do the hood cleanings have to use a very, very powerful degreaser. I happen to have a bottle here that the guys are using here at this restaurant tonight, and let me just read you just a couple things on the bottle just to give you an idea what we're talking about. It says right away, warning, causes burns. Do not get in your eyes, or it's on skin or clothing. Harmful if swallowed. Keep container closed. Use with adequate ventilation. Wash thoroughly after handling, and avoid vaporizing and breathing mist. Now, I don't need to get into any more detail than that, but this stuff is some serious degreaser and probably pretty dangerous to use. One concern we also have with these companies that use this type of degreaser, and again, they have to because the grease is so thick and so baked on, they have to use a degreaser like this, is that they're spraying this stuff around cooking surfaces. Granted, they've got the place tarped off, but you know, it's easy to think that maybe they missed a spot and something in here is not tarped off. This gets on there and a cook comes in and forgets to wipe it down the next morning, you can have a real problem. All right, we're up on the roof here, and he's let the degreaser soak. He's now beginning the power washing procedure. You can see that it's quite a procedure. It's messy. You can see the steam rolling off. Again, it's 10 below zero right now. It's really cold up here on the roof. We're standing in 2 feet of snow. There's excess water that's going on the roof. That'll freeze. And you can see it's not a pretty picture.
Look at how you can see the cold air rushing, dropping down the flue.
Right.
You know what I mean? The cold air is just dropping in there. Right there. Look at that. Look at
Yeah, look at that.
straight down.
Yes. All right, we're back down in the kitchen again, and the guy's spraying on the roof. And Jim, you can scan over there, and you can see the spray coming down. Again, we talked about maybe everything's not covered properly. Boy, and if it's not, we've got stuff coming down here and going all over the place in this restaurant. It's open to the front of the restaurant. Just a real uncomfortable feeling right now. Okay, we're going to ask Trevor. Hey, Trevor, where do you put that stuff you're sucking up right now? Where do you put it? What do you do with it? The stuff you're soaking? You dump it outside? So what they do is they pick up all the grease, water, and you just heard Trevor. He says they take it outside and dump it. Now, I don't know if they're dumping it in the parking lot or down the sewer drain. We're going to find out later on, but it's probably not a good idea. So we're back outside the back of the restaurant here, and again, it's about 10 degrees below zero. Very, very cold. And I can just stand here, and I can just feel the heat just pouring out of the door of this restaurant. And, you know, that can't be good for the owner of this place. You can see the hoses are in here. They have to be. And another concern I have is this door is wide open for all kinds of things. Rodents, and again, a security issue. We know that the alarm system in this restaurant is turned off. It has to be. There's guys coming in and out of here. So they have no alarm system tonight. And there's nobody watching this back door. We got one guy up on the roof and one guy in the restaurant with his head up inside the hood. There's nobody watching this back door. This is wide open for anyone to come in and out. Not a good deal for the owner of this restaurant. All right, we're back outside here, and we're with one of the guys working here. Chad, just tell us this. You know, we see that you guys are, dumping the stuff out here in the parking lot. I guess our question is, if there was a drain nearby, would you guys be going to the drain and dumping this stuff, or what do you do with it?
Yeah, we dump it here, and then we clean up when we're all done. We'll wash it all down to a drain. There should be one right here. This is, in the summertime, it's always unthawed, but it's somewhere right here in the parking lot.
Okay, so there typically is a drain. It's just covered up with snow and ice, so you can't get to it. But otherwise, you would just bring it out, dump it down the storm drain.
Yep.
Okay, because, and again, Chad, they're not giving you, what are the other options besides doing that, really?
Well, they should have a grease trap or something, I'm guessing. I mean, some kind of a catch for it. Probably a drain in the building, but I didn't ever seen one.
You've never seen one. So bottom line is it's just out here in the parking lot or down a storm drain. There's really no option for these guys. There's no grease police to monitor this, and there's really no grease dump where they can go and take this. So these guys are left with two options. You're looking at one of them here, and if it was summertime, it'd be going down the sewer, the storm drain. So that's what these guys are left to do. Okay, so one more question, Adam. Over the years that you've had these companies come and go, of course you probably had several different companies come and service your restaurant. Tell me about some of the experiences the next day when you come back into the restaurant. These guys have been here. What are you finding?
The last time we had them cleaned, we came back and they had the excess waste out the back door. They threw it in the parking lot. We actually had to call them back to come finish the cleanup. So there's been good and bad experiences with the next morning. So.
Okay, so there you have it. It sounds like the crews that come, they've had several crews. It sounds like it's hit and miss from Adam's perspective. So there you have it. Well, I hope tonight has been informative for you. Being here with us and watching what goes on here inside these restaurants all across the nation. And I tell you what, You can see my breath in here. It is cold in here. It's about 45 degrees in here right now. These guys have about another 3.5, 4 hours left, so I would imagine it's going to drop down even colder. It's just a mess. Inside, outside, you name it, it's a mess. I'll tell you what, you go to kbsautomist.com, and we have an automated system that we're going to put inside your restaurant. You'll never have to do this again. So come see our website.
All right, here we are. KBS Automist system is firing, as it would every night automatically. Solution is being coated over the entire system. We removed a couple drop filters, so you could see it spray. The rest of them are catching. It's going down our drip line here over to the drip cup. We've run a line to the drain, and we're going to follow that over and see what comes out. So here's what came out of our spray, and we're going to take that over and we're going to do a little filter and see what's in it. So we'll take that here now. Let's go down here, Jim. All right.
Bring it over here. And then we're going to pour it through a strainer here. You can see the strainer is literally spotless.
So that's that's 1 day's worth of cleaning right there.
Exactly. You can see that again. It's got the consistency of just water.
And we've got a letter from the Minnesota Health Department that it's totally fine for this to go down a drain. Safe, friendly. It's an EPA designed for the environment solution.
I would say, Jim, that we have more grease around our sinks and our drains when we mop the floor at night and clean up around our grills with our dirty rags. I would say there's more grease that goes around the drain.
All right, sounds good.